this is your opportunity. I tell you, Jesus is good.
I
Hallelujah.
want to give a testimony. I just thank God for transforming me. And I thank God because I allow God to transform me and heal. And something happened yesterday. My boss overpaid me. $100 overpayment. And not that I'm not in need of more money, but that is not money that I worked for. And I clearly saw that it had to be a mistake because I didn't work for that money. So I was even talking to Apostle about it, and I began to, call the boss and trying to find out a way to get to the boss who actually paid me. And I did not get to her, but I did speak with her daughter. And she was like, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. You even, letting us know this. And there's a conversation I had with Apostle, and I said to her, I said, I thank you for waiting for me to get this job. She waited over 3 weeks for me to come and work for her. And I've never heard of that anywhere. But then we stayed in Peter, in 1 Peter, and there were just some things about suffering and people testifying about you. And I'm telling you, every time I'm reading Peter, I'm like, but this is what's happening. But this is what's happening. But this is what's happening. And it's last night that I laid there and I said, God, look at this. Look at this. Everything that you have said and everything that you have done and went through, Jesus Christ, we are going through. And Jesus Christ came out victorious. So there's no reason why we're not going to be victorious. Right. So even when I look at the extra $100, I'm like, oh my God, man, this could be like my real money. Like somebody just giving me this and say, for all the good work that you did, here's an extra $100. But I want to thank God because the truth of God resides in me. So I have to be in all honesty of who God is in me. I have to make sure that Jesus Christ is seen through me. And I was laying down, I'm like, how do I let this happen? And because my everyday life has to be who Jesus Christ was and is. So my actions, my thoughts, my desires has to be the desire and thoughts of God. I keep saying I have the mind of Christ. So guess what? I have the mind of Christ. So I just want to give that testimony that, I'm going to find a way to get myself there, hopefully between today and tomorrow, to bring the money back to them. But whether it's a test for them, they don't understand that was so much bigger than them. That test, that was a test from God.
Yes.
That was a test from God, and every time we go through a test from God, it is clearly a testimony and somewhere else that God wants us to be higher in Him. Every time we go through things, even children, it's somewhere else that God wants you to be. So you got to be tested this way to bring forth much fruit. So this is the season where there's much fruit, and I know the kids are learning about the fruit of the Spirit, so all of that has to be seen. So I just want to thank God for everything that He's doing in my life.
Any other testimonies? Well, we thank God for the testimonies that have gone forth today. We're not going to prolong the time if there's no more testimonies. But sometimes God has just been so good that there's nothing to say. I've been in situations that the word was just so good. I was like, mouth dropped. And so we're so excited. I want to just share one song before we, as our Prophet Williams even begin to come forth with the announcements. And we'll have it posted up that you'll see the words. And it's, these are good because